Colorado, the hometown for the Nuggets for an Eastern versus Western Conference matchup right here. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA presented by 2K Sports for this Thursday afternoon game. And time now to take a quick look at our State Farm lineups. And as we take a look here at Derrick Rose, guys, what's your take?
And Rose is really the driving force for this offense, literally and figuratively. I mean, he gets into the paint as well as anybody in the NBA, and he's so explosive as a finisher because of his athleticism and speed. So Derrick Rose, really the key to this club's offense.
You know, I really like his groundedness as a player, Steve. He seems to be genuinely humble and yet holds himself to a really high standard, understanding the responsibility of his stardom and his gifts. Failure for him is not an option, and when the game's in the balance, he wants to step up and handle his responsibility as the team's leader. Not exactly the way the Bulls wanted to perform in the playoffs last year, Kevin. And Derrick Rose, when he tore his ACL in the first game of the opening round, it was something they couldn't quite recover from.
The shot's good from Lawson.
Good work turning that into an easy 2-point. He can attack the rim as well as anybody.
And Doris Burke spoke with George Carr. Doris?
He communicated to his players that when taking on Chicago, they have to be as physical as possible to match the intensity the Bulls bring. He said they have no problem banging bodies inside, and we shouldn't be afraid to respond. We can't be intimidated by them, and I want us to go right at them. Sounds like we'll have a physical game on our hands, guys.
Thanks, Doris. But credit to the Bulls, they did get a couple of wins before falling to the 70. Oh,
look out! Oh, wow. Boy, just a little too lax with the effort defensively on that possession.
Well, I'd say that pretty much sums it up. You're right, Clark.
Yeah, but what a finish, guys. I mean, look at him taking it up high.
Inside, Iguodala. That one falls, coming off Lawson's feet. Iguodala's got his first basket.
Yeah, saw just a little bit of daylight and went right to the rim.
Gallinari with the steal. Fareed dishes to Mozgov. He feeds it to Gallinari from deep. Another three for Denver. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Noah's shot is off.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
Mozgov with the bucket.
Another basket here, and they have really come out of the gates fast in the first quarter, Kevin.
Oh,
my goodness.
Oh!
Count it.
What a shot. Now, here is Lawson. Beyond the arc. And that one's good. Lawson's got 5 now.
Boy, they answered that three-pointer right back.
It is raining threes in here now, boys.
The offense coming. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
And a good start for this club. I like the way they played together, really moved the ball and did a nice job offensively.
Yeah, excellent ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard, too.
So with Boozer on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. The 3 and 4 are Luol Deng and Taj Gibson. Heinrich is out there with Bellinelli. And it's Muhammad in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
You know, it was kind of an unknown as to what we could expect from the Nuggets last year, Kevin. Mostly a young group that hadn't seen a lot of playoff minutes, but you know what? They came together. There was great team chemistry, and they showed very much to be a team deserving of being in the playoffs.
Miller off a pick from Randolph. Miller inside. The shot, no good.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Gibson passes to Muhammad. Stolen by Randolph. Knocks it loose. Deng kicks to Gibson. The kick out to Deng. And that one's good. And it isn't always easy to have your first-round series against the Lakers, but they didn't back down for a second. Took them to 7 games, Steve, and the 7th game was won in Los Angeles by L.A., but the Nuggets really accounted well for themselves.
They sure did, Kevin, and it looked like they were going to get blown out. They were down 3-1, going to L.A. for Game 5, but they won at Staples Center, then blew out the Lakers in Game 6 before finally falling short in Game 7. But I thought that gave a big boost to a young team like that to be able to play the Lakers all the way to the finish.
Bellinelli, he's covered by Iguodala. Out of bounds, Denver takes possession.
I tell you what, wandering aimlessly out of bounds like that might earn him a ticket to the bench.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Mozgov, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Kenneth Faried comes in for Anthony Randolph. Gallinari, he's checked in for Wilson Chandler. And it's Lawson in for Andre Miller. The Nuggets shooting their first free throw of the game.
And you look at the numbers, guys, this team shot a 73% clip over the course of last season.
And those aren't the kind of numbers they can afford to repeat throughout this season.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. That's his first foul. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Stolen by Faried. Goes up. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Yeah, very opportunistic defense there, leading to those points.
That's exactly what they'll do to you, Steve. They will pounce on your mistakes.
The clock